open your books at all. You don't need your books right now at all. All you're going to do is get this paper Eric is about to pass out. Write your name. Today's date is the 7th. Circle Grambling. Some of you still don't write your names on your papers, which confuses me. These are multiple choice questions. Super easy. I'm only giving you 2 minutes, barely. That's 2 minutes. You have 1 minute, so everyone has it. Come on, Eric. Up the top. Just give them 4, because there's 4 people on the row. And give yourself 1 minute. Please stop tossing your pen, Kevin. Did we read? Okay. This is going to be super easy. Switch to the person next to you. Let's make this really super simple, super quick. Check them off if they got it right. Give them the X if they got it wrong. Number 1 says, what was the name of the poem that Montag reads to Mildred and her friends? Ready? Go. Excellent. Fun fact, the actual name is in, it's technically in your objective. So you could have honestly just got that out of it. So if they have anything other than B, you give them an X. Number 2. How did the women react to Montag reading this poem? How did the women react to Montag reading this poem? Ready? Go. Great. C. Anything other than C is a crime. Anything other than C. Literally, remember our process of elimination, I wrote some crazy things that are wrong. Great. Give them a 1 out of 2, 2 out of 2. Give it back. Turn it over to the exit ticket. Somebody read for me that question. This shouldn't take too long. All you have to do is check X and it's either 2, if they got it right or wrong. Amos, read it loud and proud so we can all hear you.
How does Matthew
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Somebody was talking while you were reading. Go ahead.
How does Matthew Arnold poem The Sea of Fate relate to the world of Fahrenheit 451?
Attack the prompt for a minute. Go. 2 minutes. Oopsie, that's my fault. Sorry. What we got? What are we gonna do today? Can you give me one thing that you pointed out?
See of faith.
See of faith. Why? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about. Well, that's not the only thing we're going to be talking about, but that's one of the things we're going to talk about. Just as what else?
Relate.
Relate meaning what? What does relate mean? I'm so sorry. People are being really distracted right now. What does relate mean? Similar. We're looking for similarities between the sea of faith and what else? Fahrenheit 451. There's also one more thing. Kelsey. Oh, he's in paper. Dang, I thought you were going to answer my question. Emily. How? This is a how question. And are we going to answer this how question with because?
No.
Thank you. We're not, I don't want to see because. I don't want to see because. Whoa. Gets me so mad when I say because. Because. It's just not right. Okay? Like, it's just not right. I'm doing a lot because I do a lot. That's what I'm meant to do. So yeah, today we're going to be looking, the reason that you had homework on Friday to look at that poem, which for some people in other classes they said, Miss HD, this poem is so confusing. I don't understand it. Good. We're going to understand it today. Not only are we going to be able to understand it, we're going to figure out how it relates or is similar to the world of Fahrenheit 451. Because our author, Ray Bradbury, chose this poem, Darian and Kelsey, for a reason. There are so many poems in the world that he could have chosen, right? But he chose this one poem for a very specific reason. And so today, we are going to look at this poem 3 times. I'm going to read it. We're going to get the literal meaning, what's actually being said, so you guys can hear what it sounds like. Then you guys are going to read it, and you're going to write down some questions on the paper that I'm about to give you. And then the third time is we're going to figure out how it relates or is similar to the world of Fahrenheit 451. I need a new password because, sorry, Eric. I see somebody who's going to go quick. David. Okay, fine, Amos. You said you're faster, so let's see. Great, give everyone one. Once you get this paper from Amos, put your name on it. All it is simply the poem written out is a little bit bigger. This is what you'll write on because obviously we don't have any more spaces in our books on this page because we've been annotating so hard. David, never mind. So just make sure your name's on it. This is what we're going to be working with today. You don't even have to worry about your book. We're going to be writing on this paper. Amos, next time. Okay, that works. You want to do that? I'm not going to disrupt your process. That's your process. No. I didn't put them on the timer, but I guess I should have on. He's not fast though. Just make sure your name's on it. But I'm not going to click it. So I really want your name on the deed. Alright, before we get started, I'm so sorry that I didn't center this poster in time. Or I don't know why I put it all over here, but can everyone just look over and up over here in this corner? If you can't see, I'm going to read it, so it's okay. But this is something that is known as a comprehension staircase. This is how we process things as like just people, right? This is what we're going to do today. We're going to start our journey on this staircase. So the first part of our staircase is prior knowledge. What does prior knowledge mean? If I say prior knowledge, what does that mean?
Prior knowledge is things that you know.
Great. Yep. The next part, I don't know why you're talking while I'm talking. It's paraphrasing the text. You guys did that for homework. Well, yeah, we'll give you a second. Paraphrasing the text. Then is a super important. Super important. This is so important, like it's really important. So I need you all to be listening to me. I need us all to be listening to Mom. The next step. See, that's why I know you're not listening. Don't tell people they're here. Y'all ears is working. I'll say it again. If you don't understand anything, the most important thing you can do is ask questions about it. So today, I'm going to read the poem to you for the first time. While I'm reading, all I need you to be doing on your paper is writing a question mark next to anything or any line that you might have a question about. You're not going to write the question, you're literally going to put a question mark by it. Kevin, what are you about to do? Kwame, what are we going to do? Great. While I'm reading, you will be marking your paper by writing a question mark. That's it. That's all you got to do for right now. Super easy. It'll be fine. When you are going through and writing your question mark though, you should be thinking about the question that you eventually want to ask. So why did the author include this? What does this word mean? What does this mean? How does this relate to the rest of the poem? Why did he use a C? Things like that are questions that I want you guys to get at. Why questions are exquisite. What questions are okay too? But why questions is like 8th grade level thinking. So you just write a question mark. So I should see every pencil or pen in hand now. Every single pencil and pen is in hand. Anthony? Thank God. That way I know that you're following along. We're going to start. The sea of faith was once too at the full and round earth's shore, lay like the folds of a bright girdle pure. But now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind down the vast edges drear, and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams. So various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain, and we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with the confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. Great. So as I was doing that, you guys should have been making little question marks that I saw some people do. The next step to this is we have so much space on here, that's why I put a landscape. You are going to now write out those questions. Wherever you put a question mark, I want you to like make a little line and you can write out your actual question. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. So you can independently reread it and write any, like wherever you put the question mark, write the full question out now. While you're reading and writing your questions, at least 2 of your questions should be how or why questions. At least 2. And you should have a minimum of 4. There should be at least 4 questions on that poem because I know for a fact, I'm hearing from some of you, you guys did not understand this poem and you guys have questions. So you should be writing them. How or why? 2 minutes, 2 how or whys, minimum 4. Sorry. Ooh. Also, while you're reading, or yeah, circle any vocabulary words that you are unclear on. Great. Next step is really important, so listen very carefully. You're going to turn and talk with the person next to you, and you're just going to compare questions. Tell them your questions, they'll tell you your question. You're not answering any questions. You're just talking about, I know it sounds good and just keep saying the right questions. You're just literally going to share your questions that you had. They're going to share their questions with you. That's it. We're just asking questions at you. No answering time. I would like for the person who is closest to the door to start. You will tell the person next to you your questions. They'll nod and be like, oh, I had that question too. Or, I didn't even think about that. We're not answering them. We're not answering any questions. Not yet. Not yet. Once that person's done, I'm going to say switch, and then the other person will answer questions. 2 minutes. I didn't say go. I didn't say go. I did not say go. Ready? Questions only. Person at the door. Raise your hand if you're the closest to the door. That way we know that who's going first. Raise your hand if you're closest to the door. No, let's do okay. Jaden, I forget that there's Jaden, just scoot your desk over so that they can hear your question. Great, hands down. That means we all know that going down. Hurry up, Nehemiah, hurry up. Get us all on the fun. And person goes to the door, sir. talking. We're done talking. Sorry. I'm not done. Oh no, we're not. Wait a second. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do with this is just quickly go through some vocabulary things. So, anything in the first line that anybody circle vocab word? No? Great. What about second line? Second line. Go ahead, which circle? Girdle?
Girdle.
Great. I believe girdle was a vocab word from your tutorial.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, never mind. Nope, we're not gonna talk about it then. If everyone's unclear, that's fine, okay? We'll talk about it. Rolled up. Now people are like, oh, got it, rolled up.
Oh yeah.
Girdle, there are a few definitions. I'm so sorry. Girdle, there's a few definitions for this. There is a woman's girdle, which is, hey, Ms. Harper Davis has one. Because you gotta keep it tight. You gotta want a certain shape, you know? No, it's not a corset, it's called a girdle. A waist trainer is the 2019 term for it, but the OG term is a girdle. That's what a girdle is. Mind are blown. Yeah. Welcome to being a woman, guys. What about the third line? Great. Fourth line, I'm gonna be so melancholy. If I don't, it was literally like last week's word. Like you literally had a vocab lesson.
I got that the same word.
The same word. Great. What about the fifth line? No. Okay, great. Sixth line. Anything that we search, we're just working on vocab, not questions. Vocabulary specifically, because I want to get that out the way. Because a lot of people said, what does this mean? What does this mean? You can answer those questions right now. Anything in the sixth of the night wind? What?
Vast of the air.
Vast.
What?
The word vast?
No,
No.
David, go ahead.
it's like large or something.
Large.
No.
A lot. Vast. Edges. I'm sorry. Please stop talking over them. Edges. You need to know edges now. Okay. And then drear.
Closer?
Gloomy.
Sad.
Oh wait, no, the lack of charm.
How do you know?
I was supposed to.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Great. Same thing as that.
Yeah, it's almost directly similar to melancholy. It's the same tone. Dreary. Dreary. That's how you normally it's used. People say dreary. Shingle. Sorry. Last line of this one. This last line. Anything? Anybody? Any word? Anybody circle? David. Shingles on a house. Great. What about this line? Love. Great. This line.
No.
Third line. Fourth line. Literally just vocab words. Do not tell me your how or why questions right now. We're gonna get to that. I literally just said on the house.
On the house?
Yeah, like there's like
The lights.
no, not lights.
Cause they were the roof.
It's like the roofing structure and they call them shingles. It's like don't think too deeply about the word shingles. It's also if you want to get technical, if you're an adult and you haven't had chicken pox yet, like the super thing version of chicken pox. Great. Have neither nor joy. Anything in there? Have.
What?
Have literally means have. It's just another way of saying that.
Okay, where?
Have. H-A-T-H. Have. It's just another way to say have. Just a different type of way. Great. This one, a lot of people actually circle something in this one. What did you guys circle? Go ahead. Tell me. Isla. It's pronounced certitude. You can also think of this as confidence.
Certain.
Or certainty. That works too. Okay.
Confidence.
Confident, certain. What about the next line? No. This line, swept. No. Somebody circle the vocab word and slept. What'd you circle? Swept?
Oh my God.
I don't understand why people are, I'll address the answers. You guys don't have to do it for them. Swept, like sweep up, carry. And then the last line. No? No more vocab. Great. Now, what I want to do, we're going to do this again, line by line. This time you're going to tell me what question you have, if any, and I'm going to write them down as you tell me the question per line. If you are someone who didn't have a question that you see up there and you like it, feel free to actually write it on your own paper, if there's room. Great. First line. Anybody have any questions for the first line? Was once two at the full and round earth's shore. Any line? Anybody have questions? Okay. Second one. Lay like the folds of a bright girdle furrowed. We already answered the vocab word, so we don't need to do that, but go ahead.
Why does the author use it in their What?
Use what?
Like use girdle for
So why does the author use this in the poem? Okay. I'm going to write that.
Miss HD,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I have a question. What's the subject of was in the first line?
What's the subject? If this is the verb, what is the subject?
Can you just write it down?
Oh. Third line. I don't know if you ever see that. Third line. Any questions for? But now I only hear. Literally, just look at your paper. If you have a question on it, then you should say it out loud. Then
I said, why can you only hear the wind drawing the
wait. So, but now I only hear you have. What's the question?
Why can you only hear the wind drawing?
I would ask. Can I change the question around just a little bit? What does he hear? What does he hear? Shh. We're not answering the question right now. We're just asking. Great. Next line. Anybody have any questions for that line? It's melancholy.
Why can you only hear that?
Hear what? We still don't know what he's hearing though. So he just says, it's melancholy, long with drawing for. Another question could be, what is the it? It just says it's. Do you guys know what the it is? Not yet. Or if you do, don't tell us yet. Next line, retreating. Anybody have a question for that? Go ahead.
Is it a speech? Because it says it's melancholy.
I'm on this line.
War, and then it says retreating to birth, so like, is it a speech? I think it's talking.
You said, like, clarify.
Like, are they like, when I mean a speech, it means like you're gaining your breath. You don't want to stop. We have to go back.
So you're assuming that, like, so you're thinking that this is a person speaking, and they're.
So let's just get the questions and then they can discuss.
Say your question one more time.
Is it a speech?
Good question.
Next line. Of the night wind. Any question there? You.
Why did the author use vast and drear?
Drear. Why did author this? What you have, Jacinta?
Why is it like where the person is
Why night? Great, last one. A naked shingles of the world. Emily.
How is the world
How is the world
naked?
naked shingles? Love, let us be true. Anybody have any questions for that? Love, let us be true. I have a question. Oh, Miss Angela.
Who is us?
Yeah.
Us.
Also, who is love? Who's the love? Who or what is love? Right? Because it doesn't have to be a who, it could also be a what. When I was reading that, I was like, who is the world? Next one. To one another. Any questions for to one another? To one another for the world, which is Eric?
Who is, no.
Never mind.
Who are they referring to?
It's kind of the same as the top. I think we already are trying to figure that out. Nothing for that line?
No.
Next line. Line 3.
Where?
To lie before us like a land of dreams.
What's the minimum? Where?
What's the what or where is the land of dreams? Can you not do that? Next line, so various, so beautiful, so new. Emily?
Why is the land of dreams so very, so beautiful and so new?
So it's like a follow-up question. Why is this land various, beautiful, so new? Hath neither joy, what do we have for that? Hath neither joy, nor love, nor light. Jacinta.
Why or who is feel that way?
Nor certitude, nor peace, nor help from pain. I guess that all kind of doesn't one. And we are here as on a darkling plain. Any questions about that? And we are here as on a darkling plain.
How are we on a darkening plane?
Next line, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight. Swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight. Eric?
What are the confused alarms?
And then the last one,
What for the same is the person going through something or struggling?
last line. M.
Why parents armies clashing?
Why are the ignorant armies clashing? Great. I have all the questions up here. I don't know how to, I feel like no one can see that, so I'm sorry about that in advance. If there's any questions that someone said out loud that you liked, you can go ahead and write them on your own paper. Your next task is going to, I'm so sorry, my paper is off on something. Great. You are going to partner up with the person next to you or the group of three. I only have 3 groups of 3, so you 3, you 3, you 3. And you guys are going to, together, pick 3 questions that you think are the most important. And then you're going to try to answer them. You're going to pick 3 questions that you think are the most important. Actually, just pick your 3 questions first.
Yeah, can I just clarify?
Yeah.
I would say 3 questions that you're really interested in.
Okay.
There's a lot of important questions here, so whichever 3 questions you're like, man, I really want the answer to that.
Pick the 3 questions. Pick the 3 questions you really, really want to answer. And together, you guys will answer those questions. And then get ready because I'm going to start profiling on people to figure out. If your hand is up to go to the bathroom, just put it down for right now. This is really important. Or no one's leaving the room right now. Ready, go. Oh my God, you're right. I'm coming, Kelsey.
This issue, you can put a star next to the 3.
So you can put a star next to the questions that you guys want to answer. So that you guys know this up. Or you can do something different. Questions up there.
Questions like that.
So you're talking to Darian and he's talking to Ethan. No, you're doing it. So, just really quickly, when you pick your 3 questions, now you're going to talk about what you guys think the answers to those questions are. You're not just going to share the question because we already did the exchange of questions. Now we're going to do some deeper level thinking and you're going to try to answer those questions. So once you identify, like most of you, I see you have, I'm so sorry, sit down. Now you're going to try to go through and answer these questions. If you don't get to all 3, that's fine. You guys have your groups? Al, keep your hand, Al, don't put your hand on him. Okay. 3 questions are selected. You guys got your group? You guys got your group? Let me hear my voice clap once. Hear my voice clap twice. Hear my voice say, you're. Thank you. Now that everyone has their 3 questions, now is going to be the time where you guys will have 6 minutes and you guys will try to answer those questions. If you do not get to all 3, it is okay. It is okay. This is for you guys to be able to try to work together and try to figure out how you guys can read this text and do a lot of the heavy lifting instead of Ms. Harper Davis telling you what this poem means. That's why you guys ask questions and you can answer mine. You guys can help each other out. Also, we're making inferences, which you think. 6 minutes, talking, get ready, make sure you're on task. I'm sorry before I start talking, I'm not done talking yet. Eric and Polly, make sure you are on task and talking about the text and the text only. Because we're relying on you to get some of our questions answered. And so when I call on you, I need you to have some answers for us to have. I'll leave this up. Bless you. I'm just going to leave it to us. 6 minutes, I'll be walking around, making sure you're on task, and get ready to get cold calls. Go. Kelsey and Darian. What is it this year? What's the subject? Was 1 to 2? What was 1? talking about? Because it doesn't make so what you're talking about? So what'd you say? Great. What did we talk about in our group? Let's start with, okay, Jacinta, go for it.
We had like 3 questions, but I was just one. So like, the one that can I just
Okay, the answer to? That's, okay, I like that. Go.
there's like one word.
I'm so sorry, real quick, just because what Jacinta has to